Yeah. 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 Wake up, Leah. Yeah. Do. Yeah, okay, do. Do 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 do. Um yeah, I did hit but okay. Like I did hit the button, right? I'm glad. Um um book. Launch book. Yes. Launch the book. No, not that. Give me this. Slavic myths. Uh, what? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's never good starting with a ambiguous quote thing. Fishes, Larky, so I'll see where I'm at in an hour or so. K-Fish, you take care. Oh, settings. Because I literally just installed this, so I didn't do any prep stuff. Effects down. Music is good. Voice. Music down a little bit. It's 669, that sounds good. 69% effects. And then just general voice down. You know what? 69 general voice sounds good too. Alright, give me some noise so I can tell if it's good. Come on. You can't just go quiet like that. I'm in the sounds options. You know, that's always a pet peeve of mine. It's a little detail. But like, there. You should, it should always be when you click on the sound bar thingy. It goes beep boop boop. So you know how loud it is. But no. Hi, Jude. What is that? Oh, that's another Lurky. Okay, enjoy your Lurky, Jude. Okay. Game. Oh my god. What the fuck is that? Znatka. Podunya. Nightmare. Oh, come on. You have these cool ass Slavic words. And then you have apprentice and nightmare. That's disappointing. Let's go with normal. Make my hands on D4DJ, so I type when I can. 25 songs to catch up with the event that ends today. That's a lot of songs. That's an impressive playlist. Did you win though? God, I'm dying. Luffy! Hi! Ah. Ah. No dying allowed, sorry. No dying. Well, maybe a little dying. I don't know how violent Slavic folklore is. So it might be dying. As soon as I finish whatever this is. No VSync. No VSync. Bad. Go away. Nobody likes you, VSync. You know what? That seems good. All right. We're going to go with Snatka.
Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do.
Ooh, narration.
Not far from Cherdin. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegur.
He
She
is old.
didn't
He's
want
got a
to become
crane
a
and
witch,
everything.
but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man.
Why wouldn't you want to become a
Recall
witch?
exactly
That'd
how,
be cool.
but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard,
Uh-oh. That's not good.
which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Igor kept, and retrieve
That
them.
sounds like a very bad idea.
And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
Witch lady, you can do it. You can do it, witch lady. You can break the 7 seals and call forth hell onto this world, raining fire down upon its populace and bathing the skies in blood and ash, all to reunite yourself with your depressed husband who unalived himself. Yay, headbats. I believe in you, little witch. A lot of people's butts. There's a multiplayer? Is it just me or is the voices rather quiet? I'm not sure if it's my headset or the game itself. Are the voices quiet? Hydrate!
Been waiting, hoping for you to return.
Oh, is this a low poly game? Do I need to heckin' watchlist this? It's yeah, and it's the this is the art style. It looks very pretty, and it's a card game thing, one of those. Volume. Voice is already at 100. Voice is already at 100. She's a very glowy tunic. Well, she is a witch after all, so I can see that. If I turn that up and that down, and you down, and you down. We gotta have 69 in here somewhere. No, not exit game. Wrong button.
You haven't. You never sat at the table. Where are you now, sweetheart? Where are you headed?
He's heading to hell. Didn't you listen to the narrator? Audio mixing in games being bad? Preposterous. I know, right? Usually I spend like a half an hour before stream fixing that, but I literally installed it and then started stream. I never even launched it once.
Relatives, and from the warm summer, you departed.
Is that better though?
There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems.
Or does it still need to go up more? Ye better? Good, good.
Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to.
What's this? This looks like a fence in this. And even if this one's here, you got this cool fucking looking. I'm guessing it's a headstone. I know you're sad, lady, but come on.
Enough. I don't believe you would do this to yourself. It'll all be well.
Oh,
Well,
it was a murder disguised as a suicide. Don't bully Vasilia. I'll try not to bully her.
I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. Sleep.
It's a good idea. Good night, everybody.
I won't be long.
Ooh, we got point and clickies. This is okay. Look, I saw the art style and I saw Slavic folklore, and that's about all I needed. So I don't really know what I'm expecting. No. Go here. Grave. Oh, that's why. This isn't a church fence. She wanted a very specific type of fence. No, don't put the candles out. Those are cool. Go in the thicket. My needles are golden with the sun. Oh, clicky click. Your face is very triangle nose. Your face is very Tumblr. The rest of you is very nice, though. Herb. Yeah, get that green herb. Okay, fine. Adam's. 2 minutes into the game, and we got some lewd shit. Just plucking Adam's head. Birds! Fuck you, birds. You're lucky I don't have a fireball or something. What a witch's cast? Eldritch Blast? Yeah, that sounds right. To the crow. Wait, do I want it? Scarecrow! Scarecrow! Oh, I can't look at the scarecrow. It's been forever since I played a point-and-click game. Same. But apparently there actually is, like, fights and card battles, like Slay the Spire in this. I do know that much. This is a very hot spring. Combat in this is Gwent. I thought Gwent was more like Magic the Gathering-ish. I never played
The
Gwent.
darkness of the night is filled with anticipation.
Darkness.
You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
But drawing circles is hard. I don't have Photoshop. She's a witch. She doesn't have that kind of technology yet. Milepost. No. Yes, milepost. Those are some very long distances. Candles. Applies 3 guitar picks on the first turn. Eyeballs. I see you, spook. You're being spooky in that tree. I'm just gonna go over here. Just you wait till I get my magic. There's a lot of spookies. Look at all those eyeballs. They're staring at me. Get out of here. Wait, no, maybe those are lurkers. Yay, we got more head. Sorry, I just wanted to get a good look. I can't blame you. Sexy, tan, tomboy, punk. You know, it's a very popular genre. Yay, we got more head. Was not what I was expecting to hear. Sorry.
So, have you found the candles?
Come on, Jude. You've watched me long enough. You should have expected something like that. Oh, I was supposed to go get those candles. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead in the quest. I was just exploring.
Well done. All by
Why am I
yourself
laggy?
at
Stop it.
that. Seems my teachings were not lost on you after all. Now let's draw a circle. Be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
I mean, some people want that. Draw the circle. Oh, that is a very large circle.
I've made a circle. Is it all right, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
You think that I can help?
You have a
him?
very old man accent, old man.
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend.
Anything? I could do anything with the book. I could get self-confidence. Ah, that's awesome.
Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge. Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it.
It's very chill about that. Give me that book. That is a pretty awesome looking book. It's brimming with eldritch power. Skull.
Would you look at that?
I saw
What
Skelly.
power emanates from the book. The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later.
I like this old guy. He just doesn't care.
Now speak the words I taught you.
Klaatu, Varada. Ah. Read the spell. I ain't no scared. I ain't no little bitch.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it. And I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat.
I'm not mocking the game. I know me laughing might put off that impression that I'm mocking the game, but I'm not. But I was not expecting good merchants come and buy my cat.
For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be.
If you wanted it to rhyme. Ah, what a simple rhyme. Cat with hat. It's old Dr. Seussen. Wait, is Dr. Seuss Slavic? Is he secretly an almighty warlock? I would totally believe that.
My words are stone.
Here are
Puppy!
the merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life.
Merchant puppy?
To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon.
Wait, is that one of those? Is that what's it called? What's the wolfie? What the black wolfie, the church wolf? Is that Slavic? I don't know much about Slavic folklore. Wait, no, we're not in a church, so I don't think it.
Time for your first Zagavar.
Zagavar. That sounds so cool. Church wolf is around there, I think. That is a much bigger puppy than I thought. Remember the one from Ancient Magus Bride? That was a good anime. Consistent turns. You always get to go first. Hell yeah. All your Zagavors. Try using the word Arazi. Yes. I am attacking him with sadness. If the picture has anything to go with. I want to pet the big puppo. I do too. We shall pet him with sadness. There. I clicked it. Ah. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Oh. Book alters the pages each turn. 4 guitar picks. I like the little illustrations. Enemy attacks being blocked with defense. Oh, it's a shield. Oh, okay. It's a heater shield. Heater shield? I'm pretty sure it's heater shield. Pretty sure that's what the teardrop ones are called. I don't remember. Delhi? Yes. Give me defense. I really like the animations.
Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Zagavar.
Fuck yeah, this music. Okay, need to stop jamming. You actually get into the game. 3 pages. Order and keys. 2 orders and 1 key. And, oh, in the corner there? Okay. Why am I playing a strategic card game after last night? I don't know. Let's see. Damage. 3 defense. 3 defense. 5 defense. Well, okay, so smack, and 3 defense. All right.
Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten.
I'm a little disappointed that the cards don't combine. You know what I mean? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yes. They don't combine. You know, instead of going combine and boosh, it was just bush. You know what I mean? Bush. It's like playing Slay the Spire, but slower. It doesn't require that level of thinking. I never played Slay the Spire, but I know people who played it a lot. And I'm like, it's not quite a Fusro Da, no. Not quite.
A couple more spells to rid the world of it.
I think I have it, but I haven't touched it either. Predict your enemy's actions. Ooh, so that's what that is. If I just hovered over it, I would have known. That is a creepy little finger pointer. Okay, one more setting change. Pop this up a little bit more. That should be good. All right. Well, that's a key. That's an attack key. That ignores defense, which is cool. He doesn't have any defense, though. Ooh, I wonder what Bless is. Well, like, see what Bless does. Well, I guess I have to use that one. And then that one. I think that might be a little overkill. Oh. Oh, he has 2 defense. Oh, that's health. I see, I see. I wonder why it doesn't show the defense down here. Okay, that's fine. Die, puppy. Sorry. You're an evil shadow puppy. Plop. That doesn't seem good.
That, you mangy hellhound!
Did we just open up, like, the evil Chamber of Secrets? Or no, not Chamber of Secrets. Fuck, what's it called? Aladdin. It wasn't the Chamber of Secrets. The cat face in the sand. Gates of Hell. Okay, yeah, sure. That is the objective, wasn't it? Open the gates of hell. Sky of blood and ash, etc., etc.
Well,
Stupid, sexy succubus. How to become a witch. Sexy succubi wants your love too, Leah. Joke's on them. Viewing this is really weird. Not sure. It's confusing.
oh, is that you, Vasilisa?
Hey, Satan. You're looking a little ashy today. You hydrating well?
I should congratulate you. For the first seal is open.
Wait, that was it? That was the first you know, it's the first seal. I'm surprised it was that easily broken.
Only 6 remain.
And then we can get Darksiders going.
Oh, but will you be able to open the rest?
Eventually.
This is another matter entirely.
The Wish. Who are you, seals? Just leave. Just leave. Change my mind. This is too spooky for me.
I'm curious. Can the Black Book grant any wish?
Indeed, as legend dictates.
Follow-up question. Are they monkey paw wishes?
Who knows? Perhaps you shall meet your beloved soon.
Hope believing that it gives you another ending where you just become a farmer. That would be pretty great.
Who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? No one in heaven, on earth.
Maybe, no, not a farmer though. That's a lot of hard work. And too many allergens. Barmaid. Yeah, I could totally be a barmaid. Who are you?
What sort of devil are you?
What is your name?
How rude, Vasilisa.
Uh-oh. He's a Balrog.
I'm your chief advisor. It is I who grants you the powers of a Khaldun.
Oh. He's my patron. He's my sugar daddy. My magical sugar daddy gives me all the spells. Oh. Man, she really is a warlock. Witch. Damn. I wasn't expecting it to be so D&D.
We will become better acquainted in time, I presume.
Did he say his name?
How do I open the seals?
Oh,
No, he didn't, because it's still question mark. Then again, maybe question mark is his name.
disappointed in you.
Look, if I could figure out most of the puzzles in 999, I think I could figure out how to open a scroll.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose?
Yes.
I name you a witch.
Hmm.
How many demons will you take on for your service?
Phrasing? So, one demon or run a train of demons? I don't know. I mean, an army of demons sounds pretty awesome.
Phrasing?
Yes. But at the same time, one powerful bro demon would be cool. What do y'all think? Okay, cool. That is the Archer clip. I think I'm gonna go with one bro demon. One powerful demon buddy. That does, yeah.
Surely I will only need one at most.
That is the most arrogant way you could say just one. Surely I'll only need one. I am just that awesome. I don't even need an army of demons. I like Visalia.
More than 3 imps, Vasilisa.
Oh. Oh, fine, okay. Give me Blitzo, Moxie, and Blitzo, Moxie, and fuck, what was the other one's name? I don't know. Fucking Hazbin Hotel was better anyways. Who cares?
I'll pick out the best among Yegor's old imps for you.
Oh, sure. Give us hand-me-down imps. Do we need to Shin Megami Tensei this? I guess we're Shin Megami Tenseiing it.
Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the seals.
Sure. We're gonna go with Blitzo, Moxie, and Jack Frost. There. That's our 3 imps. Because I can't remember the last one. I like the ominous foreshadowing.
What?
Ah.
Well, are you awake?
Morning, Igor.
The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home.
Oh my god. Why did the game have to start off with us picking Adam's head? Now everything sounds lewd.
I understand it's not easy to
Ayo,
pass through
Tater.
the devil's domain.
We're a witch. And her husband unalived himself. So we're gonna rain hellfire by bringing hell onto the world and what? Oh yeah, to turn the skies to blood and ash. I really like the blood and ash part.
So, you've seen it?
Yeah, he didn't give me his name though. He was kind of rude. I'm gonna call him Balrog though.
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day.
Sounds
what
fun.
did I tell
Hell
you?
yeah.
You should have become a witch a long time ago.
New Belichka. Or Balichka. Yeah, Belichka sounds better. Uh, why is it green and he didn't say anything?
Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals.
6 seals. We broke one already. A witch bun, huh? Oh wait, which medieval fantasy type are we going for? Uh, uh, Slavic. Slavic.
I could never open the first one.
We already fought a church puppy.
Here's the second seal. The Aspen
And we got
one.
Adam Head.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Also, hi, Nick.
Perhaps. I think that demons do play a part, but what spirit is the Aspen one?
It's a tree.
I'll have to rack my brain a bit.
Annoyed at 999 since a bug killed all my first day's progress and I haven't managed to get the motivation to redo it. Oof. Yeah, game-breaking bugs like that are kind of kill the vibe. Yeah. I beat it last night after 10.5 hours because that game likes to repeat itself a lot.
Maybe there's something in the books? You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Must be the Susetkes who told the heads of the families.
Saw us performing this ritual in the middle of the night to go tattle and everything. Also, I was like 95% certain you'd check that bottom bunk at the start. Then I was like 80% I checked it too, but somehow neither of us did. Oh, good. You know what? At least I'm not the only one who didn't check the pillow. So I know I checked the bunk. I just didn't check the pillow, I suppose. May have needed to point that one out. Yeah. Hey, it was the first puzzle, you know? It's still, you gotta get it into the groove, you know? Into the groove.
Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning.
Wait, I thought you're supposed to get more powerful the older you get. I was lied to.
Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming
apparently
to your
I have 3
senses,
imps.
I've already
Pretty sure I
spoken
got
to
those.
most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there. Do you remember how I taught you bookbinding?
With glue?
Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble.
I bet you bookbinding is customizing the spells you
Got
can
it.
cast. The devil!
You yourself met this devil?
I was initiated as a Koldun once. I saw this devil, who gave me my charts.
But you're wearing a tunic. You don't wear shorts under tunics.
I couldn't even lift the first seal. And you, who all you needed was one touch, and it's gone already.
Voice reminds me so much of some character I can't remember. I know. It's just like it's got that accent that just reminds me of something.
It seems there is great power within you. Got it?
I
Yes,
got it,
let's go.
Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help.
Oh shit, there's a time limit.
God bless.
Oh. All right. Book. Igor. Book. Right, yeah, that's the pages. Available. Filters. Battle or task rewards. Page comes in, craft new pages. You need rubles. Yeah, rubles makes sense. Pages. Oh, more black book pages, which are present sealed away. Composition of the black book, except during combat. Gotcha. So we got. I still don't know what Bless does. I feel like Bless is heal. Maybe. Ease. No, no. No, that's gotta be a heal, because that's a heart. Lost power because of the storm, so D&D may be canceled this week. D&D is so hard to get a schedule set up. Or not a schedule, but you know what I'm saying. Wasn't it canceled last week too? And the week before that? Or was it alternating every... I swear I just remember you saying D&D being canceled often. These are all locked. Let's see. Less. Waste. 3 damage. Defense. Attack. Killer. I like the little animations they have, though. Well, okay. Oh. Okay, so these aren't crafted yet. These are already in. Shit. I didn't want to do that. Oh well. What's done is done. Items. And then what is that? Oh no. Oh no, Masticon. We're gonna call it that because it has oh no. Amount of bad deeds you've done. Oh shit, there's a karma system. Books. Where the Domovoi lives. Never met one, but I saw a black figure standing in the corner of the house. That's just lurkers. The 2 weeks before last week were canceled, though. Okay, that's what I'm remembering. Bury people. Bury people under the stove. That's it. That is an interesting place to bury someone. Sounds like a pain. What else is there to look at? Man, I want a bed that's up a ladder. It sounds so comfy. And it opens up all this room, too. Red corner. It's just a picture. Okay.
So,
Right, Igor, you got an
Masha,
exclamation point. What do you
have
want?
taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
Hell yeah. Give me all those high-level spells. Like lightning bolt. Wait, no, that's a wizard spell. I actually don't know many warlock spells. Never actually played a warlock. Isba, evil
How can I
spirits.
recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil.
Eldritch
and now
Blast is
you'll
your
see
main one.
everything for what it is.
Yeah. Eldritch Blast, everything. But they have other spells, don't they?
The only thing is, the darkness will see you too. Demons and spirits will track you down, and as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll feel their eyes upon you as well. Be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
How's Arisba built?
Calm down, Arm. Calm down. Right, they need more when Eldritch Blast gets all the buffs. Look, look, look. Look. I'm old school. They have like 6 spells to use a day at level 15. It's dumb. I haven't played 5e, so I don't know how they work. So I'm just running off of, I'm like extrapolating from like 3rd edition.
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since.
Remember when your cantrips were prestidigitation? Hey, prestidigitation is awesome though. I would be happy only being able to cast that in real life. That would be great. Imagine you never have to do laundry again. You just poof, and your clothes are clean.
More than half a century ago, it seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now. But I don't remember who built it. My grandfather, I suppose.
So
What about
how did
you?
you become a Khaldun, grandfather?
Oh no, I'm out of salt. Prestidigitation. Yes! You could always make your food taste perfect.
I was born in Vilgard, the 6th son of my father, Yevlam Pichurov. It was a big family. Not the richest.
Imagine how much money you could make living on the streets. Well, not living on the streets, but like doing street tricks and stuff.
When you have so many mouths to feed, it's hard to save money. But we lived well as a family. The house must have been built well. That is to say, I realize this now. Then one year, a 7th brother was born. Timofey, he was called. He was a good lad.
Jesus Christ, 7 brothers. Learn to pull out.
He grew up, but I didn't look after him well enough. Heavy is this sin of mine. I still feel guilty. Vasya, having chores is a trivial thing. You would do better to protect the ones closest to you, to fight for them. It's knowledge that gives us strength, for we harness their own power against them, with the chores under our control.
I don't think condoms existed back then. Hey, I caught myself. I switched to pull out. And I think they existed back in the day. They were just very crude and like they basically just like slipped sheep guts over them or something.
One day I was looking
I
after
think.
Timofey. We were playing with the other children, but I
I
lost
don't think
my
they were
patience
widely
with the
used
boy.
though.
I cursed him severely, sent him to the Leshy. So the Leshy carried him away.
Well, that sounds like a dick move.
We never found Timoshka. He'd vanished. Oh, it's hard to bear these scenes, Vasya. So hard.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough.
So I decided to become a Khaldun. I wouldn't let the Dark Ones harm my family ever again. Or so I thought.
You know what? I like you, Igor. You're old and cool, but I don't think it was the Dark Ones that harmed your family. I'm pretty sure it was you.
Well, I'll tell the story of how I became a Khaldun later. Ask me tomorrow. It's hard to remember all these things of the past. You'll understand when you're as old as me.
Uh-oh, he's gonna die before tomorrow.
No, I have to go, grandfather. We'll talk later.
Okay, we got visitors.
Oh, God bless Yegor Yevlampovich.
That is a bald
Vasily
man with a
Fedorovna.
glorious beard.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out.
Oh, yeah, 5 rubles. Also, I think it's hilarious that the witch is saying God bless.
I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds. Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives.
It's odd for sure. Maybe it's sort of like a mocking thing.
You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
Did you try throwing a torch at the darkness?
During the night shift at the windmill, we heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows.
I am a knower.
Behind such emanations.
Helps them blend into society at least. You know, that's a good idea, but at the same time, apparently everyone knows that I'm a witch. Someone ran around telling all the nobility, hey, she's a witch now. No, Leah, he needs to attack the darkness. Yeah, but I don't think he can cast magic missile. I was trying not to suggest magic missile. Oh my god. If I answer a question correctly, I get a tooth. Hell yeah. Careful studying your surroundings and the Onomasticon. And by pressing the knowledge button, I'll only get half experience. Good to know. Strange shifting shadows. How do I open my book? Book. Mill. Oh shit, that's a lot of reading. Offerings. Wait. Stories. Offerings. Prevent the mill's mechanisms. There's the Shishiga sitting on the grinder, threatening with her finger outstretched. She vanished. Gathered some tobacco, threw it at the shadows in the corner of the mill at midnight. Oh, she just wanted some cigs. Huh. Okay, exit. So, demons.
Why do you work at night?
I got 50 tooths.
Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's a fair response to being told, hey, demons.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously. It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You know, maybe living in a world of magic isn't the best thing. He's out at night because of Jesus Christ. Yes.
You'd better cough it up if we help you.
You don't need to be so rude, Igor.
All right, Vasha. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
I still don't. Demon or devil who can serve as a cauldron's familiar. Okay, well, I was going to say I still don't know what chort is, but if I had just hovered over it earlier, I would have known.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshy, but this miller has some chort.
Also known as the Vorsa, masters of the forest, control the weather, also animals and evil spirits. Hey, I was reading that. Under agreement with leshies and offer them gifts and bargains.
Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill.
Lovedorf Fortress. First, blatantly magically interested in the game, persistent undead and necromancers that want to kill your fortress. Chop it to pieces, now you have undead arms. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is fucking insane.
And to
There's a
make your
reason
trip
it's
a
ASCII.
bit easier,
Yay, we got more
take
head.
this herb. It is called an Adam's Head. It will heal you up if anything goes sideways.
Now we got 3 heads.
Time for you to be on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves. Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
Why is it called
How
Adam's
do I use
Head?
the herbs anyway?
Or how do I use them? Yeah. Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is like OG ASCII Dark Souls. Except SimCity. And 2 cats. And also Carper Deadly. I have a surface knowledge of Dwarf Fortress. I tried to play it once. And I was like, oh hell no.
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to close up your wounds.
Oh, well, that's not very descriptive. Do you eat them? Do you grind them into a paste and put it on your wounds? All right,
Got
fine.
it, Grandfather. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Ah, wait. One more thing. I've sent a chort to Kusheva village. He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
All right, Grandpa.
I'll fix your mistakes, Grandpa. On your way only after you speak to all your visitors. Visit any available after you accomplish your task and return to Izba. Main task is there. Visiting all the other... Okay. Each time the location changes, save manually. Open the map. Okay, that's what that is. Okay. Good luck. All right. Where's the option? Yeah, that's the optional thing. Let's go check that out. Set off. Do the optional
You
missions.
stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
I am so glad there's narration.
Flusher, wait! I have business with you.
Oh, hi, peasant.
Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts.
That sounds like most neighbors.
So curse her a bit, will you? Use a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
I mean, what did she do? What? You gotta give me a reason to curse her other than you hate her. I mean, I can understand hating your neighbor, but maybe you're the Karen. I don't know. You got a red beard. Means you're a ginger. You can't trust gingers. Then again, this is Slavic. There's a lot of gingers, isn't there? Why am I thinking so hard on a silly little side thing? You know, go away, birds. Go away. Get out of here. Shoot. Leave. But you know what? We'll be a good girl.
I'm not that kind of witch. Just so you know, I don't just go firing off curses left and right.
For now. Alright. Gotta go rein in old man Igor's short.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
Oh shit, this is just Phasmo, isn't it?
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself himself has sent you to us tonight. Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
I don't think it's the devil himself. If it's the devil himself, it would be the whole house that's upside down, not just the inside.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea.
I mean, tea is good.
Then we prayed and went to sleep. And in the middle of the night, it all started.
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place.
Ah, this game is educational, isn't it? Alright. Mill. Blah, blah, blah. Stories. Let's see. Not simple that. You have your chart. Took his rifle. Scary at the banya. Loaded his gun. Shot. Fiery dog. That doesn't tell us anything. Digi little people. Small chart. Curse the neighbors. No fewer than 3. Gave them a cat. More shorts. Demands. Entertain themselves until all the other habits were cursed. That's not telling me much. Oh, that's the rituals. Dishes not locked away at night or crossed become a refuge for evil spirits. God damn, that sounds annoying. Imagine having to cross your silverware all the time. Just so you don't get infested by demons.
And did you make the sign of the cross over the sign?
Yay, I got 100 tooths now.
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
You must do this. And please remember next time.
This sounds like a very annoying world to live in. It's enough for a few children.
You're such a great.
Where do you
noble
think the
boss.
teeth come from? They're all baby teeth and then they just get collected.
Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
So we got flour and milk. We're gonna make a loaf of bread.
You come inside the Izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside.
Ah,
You
samovar.
approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room. A demon is here.
Power of Christ compels you. That is more than one demon. Okay. They've got a lot of hit points. Alright. Oh. Oh, okay. So, he's gonna attack me. And the pot man is gonna put defense on him. Okay. Nor's defense. If I can split up my attacks. Or do I have to cast everything on one person? Okay. Use to add a word to a Zavagor that contains a status effect. Reduce their value each turn. Wait, choose the right moment and the right place in his avatar for the words with the status effect. Wait, it has a status effect? Oh, waste is okay. So that's poison. Oh, okay. I think. Wait, hold on. No, stop it. I want to... You know what? This is fine. Be poisoned. And then he does a lot of damage. I only have 3. So, there. Are you okay, Book? You're wigging out a little bit. Calm down. Smack. Poison. And defense. A bit of an odd personal glitch. Yeah. There it goes. There it goes. Just right on the edge. You already had 3, so only need 3 more to defend. Yeah, because I had candles. Increases attack of each page for 2. Oh. So desu ka. Amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color. Ah. Okay, I get it. I get it. Alright. You're gonna cast Defense again. You're poisoned. That's a scroll. Oh. You know what? I'll just do this. That'll kill you. And you'll be out of the way. And then it won't block all the damage, but it's something. Stretch. And then, oh, of course. Wait. Wait. Let me think. I think I can kill him. But can I kill him and heal myself? Is the question. Because he's going to take 1 point of damage from the poison. That does 2. Well, those are both keys. That'd be 5 damage. That's... Yeah, okay. We're just gonna pop up some defense, do some poison, and then do some heals. Because I don't know if you heal yourself after every battle. I feel like you wouldn't. That is very pretty. Alright, and you're dead. You're dead now. Wait, no. Do that one first. And then that. Just to overkill the shit out of you. Firm. Page remains active for 1 turn and affects other pages. Oh, okay. Got it. 1 damage to all enemies. Oh, sweet. AoE spell. Removes poison. And does it damage? And it's buffed by... Oh. There's a lot of combinations in this game, isn't there? Oh shit, I only get 1. It's 2 damage to all enemies. That's also a key. Removes poison. And does damage. I think that one would be useful. Because removing poison and attacking sounds pretty good. And 125 teeth.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Axinia, assures you that from now on every jar in the house will be crossed.
Yeah, that's right. Cross your jars.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water.
Thought it said it was
The
removing
chilled
positive
northern
status
night
from
air
enemies.
is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp.
Maybe I read it wrong. I thought it said removes poison. No, not that. No, not. Where is book? Book. Yeah, I just lack the ability to read, apparently. You're right. Removes positive status. I am in a very chill mood. Forgive me. Still, I mean, that's not bad. Debuffs and does damage is good, too. We still gotta kill her. Kill her. Wait. Oh, wait. Put the pages into the book. I wanna... Oh, wait, I have to craft the pages first, back at home. If I remember right. Which costs rubles. And then I can put them in the book. Okay. Little nice dull croaks. Come closer. Let's not mess with the croaking swamp. I don't have a horse that can get sunk into the swamp.
The strange noises soon subside into the silence of the Círdan woods.
Woods, that's a sidetrack. No, we want to get there. All the way to the old mill.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these
yeah,
gifts is a
puggies.
birch charter. Peasants from Bigici village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle.
Steal the gifts, tamper with the charter. What? Apparently you can be a major asshole in this game. I might end up replaying this, doing like a good girl playthrough and a bad bitch playthrough. Would it surprise you? Not really. Now that I think about it. But I did not really do research on this game before I got it. Leave.
You decide to leave the sacrifice to the Leshi untouched. This is Bigici's folk business, not yours.
Yes, Bijikis. So, Oh, wait, no, this one. Off to the lake. 2 men drowned this year. Might be quite an unsafe place. Or they just don't know how to fucking swim. Living on the edge of
hillside
purchase.
near
Good work,
Gachiva
Leah.
Lake, you see two silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something
Hey,
strange in his uneven
you know how it
movements,
goes. You can't be
something
too
that gives
picky
you
whenever you're
shivers.
playing games. Whenever you're streaming stuff. Otherwise, you'll run out of games to play. Oh my god, stretch. Ah. What else come on? Something strange is uneven movements, something that gives you shivers. Attack. Read a prayer, come closer. About these choices. I really don't know much. I wonder how this game would play out if you actually knew Slavic folklore. Like you could read this and go, "Oh, I know. That's the babushka. I need to read a prayer in order to appease the spirits and get a gift," or something like that. Let's try reading a prayer.
The black figures disappear as soon as you recite the name of God.
I mean, that works. Now we're going down the river.
Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere?
No, fuck birds. Owls are still birds. I ain't gonna follow the owl. Last time I followed a bird, it led me the wrong way.
You read a protective Zagavur and feel that the ancient words help you. You continue your journey with confidence. Besides, a bit of extra training never hurts.
I got experience for my paranoia of birds. I love it. Alright, here's the main mission. That is a very sad
The
looking
spruce
windmill.
branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind.
Really a window, it's more
of
just a
the devil.
hole in the wall.
It is what they call a bad place.
Very descriptive. It is a bad place. They're peasants. What can you expect, you know? Is there anything to actually look around? It's the no-no zone. Not the
It's
no-no.
hard to see
Is that a
anything
golden
in the dark
axe?
gloom of the night. Nevertheless, you feel your eyes getting used to the darkness. The black book may be aiding you. Amidst the thick grass, you spot an old axe, its blade covered with rust.
Oh yeah, give me that axe. +1 health. I am not used to axes giving health. See anything on this side? Helpful.
It's a carrier log. It's used to turn the mill. The old wood creaks in the wind. You can climb inside using a log. There is a small hole in the wall.
Oh.
The old windmill is creaking from the cold wind. It is not so often that you see this kind of mill in Cirdan Uyezd.
So we can go through the front door or sneak in the back door. I mean, you know what? What's the front door say?
It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach and try to open the door. It's closed. The lock is as old as the mill. One good strike with something heavy, and it will break.
Oh, damn it, Jim! I'm a witch, not a rogue. I like how Vasilia is trying to walk through the wall. Damn it, Jim! I'm a witch, not a barbarian. Apparently, Vasilia is multi-classed. You have to be misclassed either way. I mean, we did pick up the axe. I don't know. I'm more prone to the rogues than barbarians. But at the same time, smashing things is good. I'm just very indecisive. Or rather, it's less indecisive as in I could see the fun in anything. Almost anything. Except for really bad games. You know what? We're here. She really wants to go through this side. Look at her.
It is quite old.
Fixed your mill for you, except for everything I smashed up. Collateral damage, collateral damage. Hey, your mill's no longer haunted. Be happy.
You swing and strike the lock. With a clang, it breaks and flies off the door.
Creak. That's a very large wheel. Rhinestones. Spook guys! I see you there. Oh. Well, someone just didn't connect the grindstone to the power source. That's simple enough. There's no spooks. It's just incompetence.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you.
Silver rubles. They just want to take a peek at Julia. It's fine. Wait. Do I have that one? I do. Peek. I really need to actually bother updating BTTV. I actually kind of forgot it existed. Those are worth like 100 rubles. Wait, no, that's rupees. Hey, they both begin with R. Fair enough. Let's see. No, we're being good girl. So we're not going to take the money. That'd be stealing. Oh, wait, there's a chest here. Various tools, nothing of interest. Okay. Up to the 3rd floor. Herbs. I'll take those, though. Let's see.
A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Cirdan.
Outside. Oh, hi there. Oh. You're a big boy. Maybe this place is more haunted than I thought.
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
Why are you here, then?
If it's a chest, then obviously it was meant for the protagonist. Short. Miller. Let's fight. No.
Well,
Let's see if
what
we
do
can get
you
him on
want
our
with the
team.
windmill
I don't
then?
even know if that's a possibility.
Haven't you figured it out?
He wants all the bread. Let's say hi and see why the windmill is running during his sleeping hours. You know what? That is a very interesting demon if they sleep at night. Don't they usually sleep during the day?
Perhaps I was wrong about you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect, one endowed with knowledge that others do not possess.
Hey,
I guess not.
I'm very witty and deductive and intelligent. It just all goes towards sarcasm and sass instead of actual problem solving. Don't judge. So he's been stalking her? No, I think he's just acting all, haha, I can deduce who you are just by looking at you.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place.
Pretty sure I saw something about sacrifices when I was looking through this stuff. Miller made offerings, breadcrumbs. Threatening fingers. Windmills. Mowing. Wind and revolutions. Fabrics. Roads. Swear I saw something. No. No. Button. No cross. Miller's cursing. Why would the Miller curse himself? I wasn't expecting this kind of puzzles. Forgotten offered nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with the crosses, though. We'll go with, that one.
You were summoned by a sacrifice. You've been here since your creation.
Hell yeah.
Well, you are knowledgeable indeed. Not to mention, I'm bound to this pitiful Miller, but I desire a powerful master.
Well, hey, I broke a seal, like, super easily. Does that count?
Take me as your servant. My sacrifice will attract someone more agreeable, and you will have both your reward from the Miller and the reward of my presence.
Hell yeah.
Well, so be it. I could use a chort like you, if not just for the conversation.
Wait, perhaps Perhaps you are not as strong as you seem.
Dude, you keep waffling on whether I'm strong or not.
There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother.
There's a lot of brothers. Oh, we have to fight either way. Okay, sure. What? Demon seals. Attack seals a random page. Oh. Well, that sounds annoying. Okay. You have a lot of health. Well, I guess I'm gonna be defensive this round. Don't really have much choice. I guess I could do that. Okay. Plus defense, 4 attack. Is that how it always works? Nothing but defense on the turn he's not attacking? Wait. Wait. He's gonna be doing 10 damage? That's not good. I don't want to take 10 Jesus. Okay, yeah, sure. Hopefully he doesn't do that every turn. That would kind of suck. It's like 2 feet taller than you are. Yeah, and he's hunched over too. Like really hunched. Bet you he gives really good princess carries. Just all defense. Holy shit, that's a lot of attack. Jeez, little balance could... Yeah, he does do 10 damage every turn. See, this is my problem with RNG games. Well, I guess I don't have much, Damn it. And of course I go before him, so the healing won't help at all. Suddenly you and you're supposed to be level grinding. I don't even think there's levels. There might be. I'm not sure. Stop it.
You are so arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Well, I mean, if RNG assists me just a little bit.
My book will help me.
Unless this is a plot fight.
This can't be.
Alright. I don't know how herbs work. Do they take your whole turn just to use herbs? No, it's just a free thing. Okay. Okay, we can work with this. You can only use 1 item per turn. Fair enough. Well, definitely give me that defense. Do some poison and some damage. What did he just... What did he do? He did something, but he didn't hurt me. I missed it. I'm confused. Okay, let's play it safe. Heal again. Removes positive status. Is that a positive status? Hey, fish. Thank you for the hydrate. Are you feeling better, fish? Fish leaves. Well, I guess I'm not having sushi tonight. Let's see. So that's 2 damage. I wonder if the poison stacks. Yeah, let's see if the poison stacks. And then see if we can remove the curse thing. The demons, the demon seals. Not demon souls, demon seals. Oh, he's got a... Yeah, I'm glad I used the waste thing. I don't know if it'll still remove the positive stuff, though. He's got a lot of defense right now. We'll see how this goes. I think it still removed the positive thing, though. So even if it doesn't do damage... Wait. Oh, he's gonna recast it on himself this turn. Okay. So that means I don't have to defend this turn. I could just go all out damage. Yes. How are you enjoying this? I'm actually enjoying it. It's pretty good. I like the art style, and the little skits or whatever are comfy. It's very comfy. Witchy comfy. I'm worried about the strategy fight parts, though. Yeah, it's a deck builder with a lot of role playing. I'm worried about the deck builder thing because I have never actually played a deck builder before, other than like Magic the Gathering. She says while battling a demon that was hitting on her in a spooky haunted windmill. Is that not comfy?
I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
I'm not suggesting you give up. You are going to defend yourself. Can I take you out this... No, I don't think I can. I mean, I'm going to attack before you do the defense. But 4, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I won't be able to take you out this turn. Ooh, wait. No, that's a scroll. So it'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 10 damage, even with the bless. At least you'll go down next turn, though. I'm sorry, what? Sir, you still had 2 hit points left. Didn't you? Did I do math wrong? I'm pretty sure you still... Poison! He had poison on him. I forgot about that. I mean, I agree with Leah. Style does look comfy. Some of us have different comfy than others. True. Just fluttered down and went to sleep. So comfy. So comfy. Let's see. Bless 3. And George the Father. And Kabushka Mandalina. Kabushka Mandalina. Increases the number of orders in the book in the next round by 1. And it heals you 1. Removes negative status. I don't know. That sounds really good. But that also sounds really good. Just teasing. I know you were. I think good weather is gray, cloudy days, maybe with a little bit of misting. I can understand the general sentiment, but I don't like mist. Like, give me straight up rain. Hell yes. But there's something about misty. Yeah, overcast or straight up rain. Something about misty that is just, I don't know what. It feels wet. It somehow feels more wet than actual rain. It's weird. But I can understand liking it. You know what? We'll go with more healing. Oh, hey, I got a level. There you go, Nick. I leveled up. Oh, shit, there's skills. Health and gain knowledge. Unlock new abilities. More and more demons. Some abilities unlock automatically. What level am I? Level 2. I love how teeth are experience. Number of charts. I have 0 charts. Orders. Oh, increase the number of... Okay. Number of pages. I see. Words, more damage, more defense. Allowing to change 1 card with a trump on. What is a trump card? Need to stop type. Leah is just talking all my brain thoughts. No, don't stop talking. I like when you talk, Fish. It makes me feel not alone. Still amused every time a blind Let's Player goes, oh no, there's a skill tree. Wait, why would you go, oh no, there's a skill tree? Unless it's like a Path of Exile skill tree. Then it's fair to go, oh no. Number of items that can be used. Shop prices. 10 more rubles. Additional key. Page creation. Oh, all these sound so good. You could send 1 short on a meaningless job. Specialties and job types are visible. Huh. Path of Exile skill tree is a university level class. From what I remember, it was so bloated too. Like most of the little nodes or whatever they're called were just skill ups. Being more like the sun dawning, you're going to like the game much more than you thought. Oh, a positive. Oh no, not a negative. Okay. Um. Maybe I want more money. Wait, how many? I draw 2. Okay. You know what? Give me more money. We'll go with that. I got 5 more health and 20 rubles.
You take the demon into your personal service. He will ask for work, like any other chort. The mill is now without a spirit, but this is none of your concern.
His favorite occupation is to interfere with the work of peasants, so he knows all about housekeeping. He's a maid. That is great. How to kidnap from Abanya.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
So, you took up a new chort.
I mean, supposedly I have 3, but I don't. I swear the devil said I got 3 imps. I wanted 1 buddy, but he's like, minimum 3, bitch.
Hope it doesn't backfire. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the Aspen one. We'll have
Yeah,
to
we knew
figure
that
out
already.
What to do next.
Seal of Aspen.
The first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
You drop a tree on it. An aspen tree. Or maybe rub it with a leaf.
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits. So we'll find the Aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know. Where could we possibly find aspen demons?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it.
Igor, you're the old wise man dude. You should know that, shouldn't you?
Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
You know what? He's old. Maybe he just takes a long time to think. Besides, you were thinking about it. Nah, see, he spent the whole day just realizing that he needs an aspen demon. Now he's got to think up how to get an aspen demon. Was that not one of the thoughts you came up with already? Pacing, I suppose. He's old. You know, we should go easy on him. And he's not being a jerk about it.
Can't we open the others right away?
I doubt that, but who knows? Look around a bit and maybe you'll fortune upon the right chort.
So we gotta Pokemon all the chorts and match the types.
I see. Time to get to work then.
There. Why are you in my basket?
The chorts are back.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect?
I thought they would be hanging out with me and going on battles and stuff.
You knew what you signed up for.
I wasn't expecting to, have demons and send them on menial tasks. God, no wonder they're always like trying to break out of their salt circles and kill their masters. We really need this. Yes, I'll deal with this more later. Old wise man procrastination tactics activate. Hey, he's playing to his role.
Everything has a price, especially wishes.
At least he's not being a lecherous old man. You gotta look at the silver linings.
If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
Sounds like kind of a dick move.
And if I don't want to curse
All
anyone?
around.
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in your Pested.
You know, starting to understand why people go for the holy religious path rather than the demonic path. Sounds like a real pain in the ass.
Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pisteri. In the end, you decide what you do with those jorts of yours.
Can we ride the line of both? Or do you have to pick? I don't know. I am trying to be a good girl on this playthrough.
God help us.
I don't know why. Maybe because I'm comfy. And no one's really been an asshole yet. Yay, head pats. My head pat seems a little off. Why is this? Maybe it's because I'm like slouching over this way. Yeah, that's probably it. Ah. Yeah, that's it. I'm slouching. Not really slouching, just leaning blasé. I got 4 visitors? Holy crap, I'm popular. Head pats are a sneaky way to do a posture check. In my defense, I almost always have good posture. Oh, picture. That is a picture. Pester. Oh, the basket is called a pester. Mischief. Idle chorts torment their masters. Takes time for them to do it. Hunger, strife, corruption, etc. Those are good jobs. Oh, maybe I should have taken that that one skill. Look at that peeper. Did you see it? I missed it. I missed the peeper. Sorry. Was he in the fireplace? I could picture him being in the fireplace. Oh shit, they steal your health. All right, all right. Money, time, sins. Oh, shit. Eye patch. He was in the picture you looked at. Or she, No, I didn't notice that at all, huh? Damn. But I don't want sins. I want to be a good girl. Oh, good phrasing. Defense pages give -1 more defense. I need water. I'll be right back. Okay. I also got a piece of candy. Maybe that'll help with the cough. Usually does. Rubles. Wait. Wait. I'm confused how this works. Come over to the dark side. Can't resist the eye patch. So is this like the debuff I get if I... Huh? How does this work? Did I get... Oh. Okay. I can't avoid sins, I guess. I think. If I send them out, I get this. And if I don't send them out, I get this. So no matter what, I'm going to get sins. I cannot be sin-free. Like in exchange for X, you get -Y. Yeah, looks that way. Well, I guess I'll send them out then. Let's see. Blind. Send rats. Blind. Make the chickens kill their chicks. Oh my god, that's terrible. Attract a married man to his wife's... Oh my god, that's so awful. Plant a hernia? No wonder nobody likes witches and wants to burn them. Oh my god. Yeah, I should have taken that thing that shows me the jobs that they like. Living the terrible. Faktivishka likes it when children starve. You are terrible people. I mean, they're demons, of course they are. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. Now he hates people even more. Trying to match these up. Not doing a very good idea. Because housekeeping and farming. Housekeeping and farming. Rats, hernia, spirits. I mean, chickens are kind of like farming, right? Okay, how do I send you? Do I drag you? No. How do I right click? No. How do I send you to pester? Sounds a lot more than pestering, to be honest. Fucking causing unfaithfulness and strife between relationships and planting hernias. Sounds a lot more than just pestering. Okay, that auto learns. Those don't, though. I don't get distracted, Leah. Do you need the coffin things? The coffin things are how many sins, how many bad deeds you've done on your journeys. No, I'm because like, yeah, this will take 1 day to complete the job, and I'll get 11 rubles and 3 sins because I'm kind of being a bitch. Now, if I don't send them out, I get 5 rubles and 2 sins because I'm slightly less a bitch, but I still am cohorting with demons. Oh my god. Send. That's how you send them. You click send. Hydrate. Oh, what a coincidence. Summoning spirits. All right. Blind. You know what? Yeah, we'll send eye patch to blind people. He should be good at that. Fuck our perception checks. We failed. It happens. It happens. Okay, this is bothering me. Hold on. There. That's better. All right, who else do we have? Children starve. And Ivan the Terrible. Let's send you rats, I guess. And then you know what? That's pretty terrible. Cause strife between a young bride and her in-laws. I mean, I really don't think she needs more help with that. They're in-laws. But there you go. Book. All right. Let's see. Take a killer. How much money do I have? 38. Now we'll take a heal and a couple killers. Or just one? I have a Coldoon already. Yeah, I do have a Coldoon already. How many vials do I have? One. Let's see. Bless is pretty nice. Hello. You know, we'll do 2 kilos. That sounds good. There. All right. Igor,
The
what else
moment
do you
I
have to say?
became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light. There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed your own chords are also a giant pain.
Yes, I realized.
How did you manage your own chores?
Nothing to it, really. Just give them something to do. The only thing is they can't manage every task well. Their job is to wreak havoc. They don't like any other sort.
I feel like I should have talked to him before I sent my charts out.
Demons are the one turning the grindstones at the mill.
Well, the miller won't turn them, that's for sure.
Can't the wind spin them? Do you have to use demons everywhere? It's dangerous, and a sin to boot.
Oops. Just a little oops.
Well, what did you expect? It will soon be the 20th century. The demons might make it easier. If they can start making flour, who knows? Maybe we can teach them to reap, too.
A little bit of sin is fine. You're right. A little bit of sin is fine. But still, try to be a good girl.
You've heard of steam engines? Huh? I think there's a steam chart inside, like the one you can find in a samovar.
How did you come to be a Khaldun, Grandpa?
Well, told you the other day about the demon stealing Timofey.
Yeah. You know, the demon that stole Timothy after you offered him up.
That's the reason for it. Fighting the pointy-tailed. I heard once that shepherds are no worse. So I became a shepherd boy, helped Prokopy, the holy fool. I shouldn't mention him at night.
What is he, like Voldemort?
Knew his way around the forest, that one, and how to find lost cattle. So I studied under him. Anyway, it's a long story. I'll tell you later how I received my knowledge. It's not like I got it from him anyway. Had to bust my butt.
No, not your butt.
In
That's
any
how you get
case,
hernias.
see how I managed
Well,
to
that and
teach you.
demons.
Appreciate that.
There's a lot of
Shepherds really
dialogue.
knowers?
What makes you think they aren't?
I mean, I figured they just lazed about in fields and kept an eye on sheep.
Why don't you try finding all the cattle in the forest without a demon's help? One has to know how to ask the old man of the forest for help.
Why are cattle going into the forest? They belong in fields, right?
And in case a demon steals a cow or something, you have to be able to get it back. You'll have to learn. What did you think? Shepherds lie on their backs all day?
Yes. Yes.
You wish.
Well, he just shot me down, didn't he?
I do, Grandpa. What kind of man was he, that Prokopy?
Not a kind man at all, but of great knowledge.
Yeah, that does tend to happen, doesn't it?
Cursed a lot of people. Practically earned a living that way. Nearly cursed me once.
All right. Hold on. First, where's Spooky? Is it still there? Or did it go away? Spooky? I don't see a Spooky. My perception is too low. I just see a bunch of chickens. Look. Look. Above the door. Oh! Oh, I misunderstood you. I'm sitting here looking for like a creepy little demon face hidden in the walls or something like that. Ah. Nah, I don't know. I don't think he's a peeper though. Stalkers are spooky. They can be, yes. From what I've heard, I've never had a well, okay. I don't think I've ever had a stalker. I mean, if they're a good stalker, I wouldn't know about it, right? But no, I think that's just how the houses are built. I think that their beds are just raised up like this in the rafters.
Yegor
Hey, Mil.
Yevgenievich, Vasilisa Fedorovna, it's me again.
Hi again. I solved your problem.
Came to give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us. Here's what I promised.
Ooh, you gave me a really old broken mortar. Thank you. Oh, sweet. Heals plus one heart. Nice.
The spirits broke some things in the windmill, but we'll fix it somehow. I have some money saved up. I'll use some of it to fix the windmill, and the rest I'll leave to my grandson.
Don't forget to pay inheritance tax on that.
Well, it is what it is.
Wait, speaking of items, though. Items. Do I like... Ah, okay. I see. I have 3 items, and I can unlock 6. Gotcha. I see. And herbs are different from items. All right. MC whistles innocently. Oh, right. I did kind of smash the lock, didn't I? You don't have to whistle innocently if you genuinely forget that you destroyed something.
So, I came to find out if maybe you've changed your mind about that woman. I brought a gift, you know.
Wow, you are really determined to curse your neighbor, aren't you? Why do I have this feeling if I keep denying this guy, he's gonna turn into a warlock and curse me back? Or he's gonna hire someone else and they're just gonna cause all sorts of havoc that I'm gonna fix it. Either way, I don't trust you, sir.
Oh no, I'm not the cursing kind.
Except for, sending out your shorts.
Well, alright. I'll think of something myself.
Yeah, just like fucking burn her house down or something, dude. Do it the old-fashioned way. Not everything has to rely on demons.
Well, see you.
At least he seems like a happy folk. Curse him. Curse him. It didn't give me the option to curse him this time. Just accept or deny. I could be bad and good in one go. You have a very silly hat, sir. Oh no, it's just your model's hat that looked a bit weird. I like that hat. Hello, Nikolai.
My godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Kolya, is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
So, you're back.
Yeah, it's been at least a week.
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you, exactly? 12 vershoks?
What's a vershok? 4.4 centimeters. Height is 2 Arshins and 12 Vershocks, which is about 2 meters. Holy shit, he's almost 6 feet tall.
Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones. I know.
Wait, old man Igor's gay? Am I understanding that right?
However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help. Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night.
There's a bathhouse. What's so scary about entering a bathhouse at night? Don't most people get a bath at night?
I don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know. I entered this old Banya, the abandoned one, by the river. It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light, and it was quiet.
Oh, you ran into a will-o-wisp.
I reached into the stove, you know, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand. Here, look, it left a mark.
Oh shit, look at that, there is a mark. I am blocking it. Here, let me scooch a little. See, mark. He's got a handprint on his arm.
That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me."
I mean, she's just looking for love. Just arm pats. Hardcore arm pats.
The hand was hot as fire, and then I just
Not their
lost
fault
it.
they have burning
And
hands.
kept on asking.
Hey, look, hand was hot as fire. You're literally.
And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go, so I told her I would.
God damn. Slavic spirits are just as horny as Japanese ones, then. One of the universal constants, horniness. More about marriage than sex, I guess. Still, though, intimacy is important.
Then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the Banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be?
Friend's joke. Let's see. What might that be? Bill. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Short blue pants. That doesn't really say anything about this particular thing. Banix. Master of the Banya in which he resides. Help or protect, scare, kill. Perform rituals correctly. Forbidden to use the Banya during the first or third heating or when drunk. Oh, I don't know what a heating is, but forbidden to use a bathhouse when drunk? Isn't that usually when you would want to use a bathhouse? Man could suffocate or burn himself to death. Events that were considered to be the punishment of the... Oh, right, there's a stove in there to heat everything. Okay. Okay, so it's more of a safety feature, not to use it while drunk. Banya's caught fire. That explains why the paw was very hot. So yeah, totally a Banya. Or Bannock, that's it.
In the Banya, you say? Wow, that's a Bannicle, right?
Lord Almighty.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could have figured it out just by the naming scheme. Banya, Banik. But never happens. The hearts that play it safe, and I like how educational it is. Well, I'm assuming it's educational. I'm hoping it is. Did you put the stone back?
The stone.
Well, I took it with me. To prove to them I wasn't yellow. Didn't tell about the demon, though.
Dude, you got this handprint burned onto your arm. I believe that would actually give you even more credits than a stone. Could have picked that stone up from anywhere, right? But that arm, you could be like, dude, fucking demon grabbed me, man. Burned my arm. Was all like screaming at me and shit, but I stood fast and I was like, get out of here, bitch. And I punched the demon in the face. I mean, I might be embellishing the story a little bit, but you could do it. And everyone would be like, whoa. You're learning about the history of the world? But was this always the history of the world? It's the secrets histories. Shit that, like, the History Channel shows you. Not just that. What does the stone have Not just that, what does the stone have a brand mark on it? So they know it came from the bathhouse? Exactly, Fish, exactly. Then again, maybe the bathhouses use very particular stones. Could be that.
Dropped it off at home later. I told my godmother and she sent me here right away.
Ah, wise woman, your godmother.
What did she look like?
So its hand was hairy. What else did you notice?
I couldn't see anything. It was completely dark. The hand was black and hairy.
All right, fair enough.
All right, I won't leave you to the wolves.
Vasilisa, take a closer look at the demon. This Bannik may have an aspen seal on her. Go to the old Banya tonight, both of you. Talk to the demon and find out why she wants to marry you.
Oh, do I actually get companions in the fights now? Is this my first companion? Military dude?
You, Koля, use this balm on your left eye to see the demons. Don't forget the stone, Koля.
I'll wait for you outside.
Awesome. Alright, what about the last visitor? It's an old lady.
Hey, Vasya, they say you're a knower now.
That does not sound like an old lady.
This may be of interest to you then. The other day we were gathering berries by Kajil Lake. By the way, I have brought you some. It's
Yay,
near
money.
Zabolsk. Anyway, we came across this clearing with holes everywhere. The horror!
How terrifying. Holes.
So I thought you might want to go there. Who knows? Perhaps there are evil spirits.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but that's just silly. Holes. Ah. The fields are infested with prairie dog demons. Nikolai, what do you got to say?
Help from nowheres. I've always depended only on myself. My military service. Well, it's quite a story. Maybe later.
Alright, fair enough. Take your companions. Unique ability. Presence or absence affects outcome of in-game events. Nice. Backhand. Something about the military dude having a special ability backhand. With that mustache. Just really, really fits. Didn't we just send one out to summon rats? Oh. Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool if, like, what you send out Any infestations to be in where it doesn't seem too far out there? Yeah, from my perspective, you're right. But it's still silly from her perspective. I saw holes, and it was horrifying. The old pits. Where are the old pits? Ah, no, that's... Where are the old pits? Is this the old pits? Backwaters. Small Banya. I'm not... Oh shit, we can collect songs. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Click. Wait. No. That's not it. That's just... I'm having a hard time with this. Oh well. Off we go.
You notice a black silhouette on the road. It appears to be shrouded in fog, and is hard to distinguish in the soft lighting of the night. The air is filled with a strange song performed by the demon. You've never heard this melody before. A chill runs down your spine as you listen to the alien melody.
Don't be rude, don't interrupt him.
The devil continues his song. You listen, holding your breath and not moving. Soon, the melody stops, crashes against the tops of the fir trees, and dissolves in moonlit silence. You feel that perhaps now you understand demonkind somewhat better. Suddenly, a magic circle shimmers at the demon's feet. A moment later, another devil appears by his side. His burning eyes are staring right at you.
Maybe I should have interrupted him. That's okay. I have a friend also. You can use your helper's ability. What are you doing? Summons more. No, you stop that. No. You're gonna attack for 2. Timingly, he said, "Don't be rude," and interrupt him right as I started sneezing. He has a face in his belly. Look at that. He's got his regular face, and then he's got another face in his belly right there. Either way, you need to stop it. Let's see. Let's see. Bless that on you. You're not much of a problem yet. And then that on you. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. How often you can backhand? Is it once per turn? Yep. Backhand him. Yeah. 4. Oh. Wait, turns until helper summons possible. So he can only backhand once every 4 turns? Or, I don't know. We'll see. Ah, shit. Bless doesn't buff the waist. Good to know. Oh, shit. You summoned pretty quickly. Removes positive status. Well, that's not good. You're both going to attack me. Ow. That is kind of disappointing. He only gets the backhand once every like 4 turns. Let's go with defense, and attack. You. Don't want you summoning anyone else. Just maybe there's more that unlocks or something, but I'm a little disappointed with helpers. Okay, let's see. We got. Y'all gonna do a lot of damage. Moves positives. Hey June! Sup, man? I'm killing demons. And also trying to unleash hell upon the world. Black Book, yeah! I saw Slavic folklore and I was like, hell yeah, that sounds cool. You know what? I'll risk it. We do that. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. You're dead. I could take some hits. I got some herbs. Slavic myths are brutal. I know, right? Like, Killa, you still can't backhand yet. See, you guys are just going to attack. Let's put a defense up. Let's heal while we're at it. And then... yeah. Well, waste you. That'll get rid of you. You're weak. Wait. Yeah, and you know what? This is fine. And that. I can ignore you. You're gonna die. I got a key. Ooh, that's perfect. Bop you. Bop you. And then 3 defense. You can't hurt me. great whenever enemies just like poison to death. They just fall over at the beginning of their turn. 4, 4. Done. Actually, can I do that? I can. Ooh, what's piety? Ooh, lots of defense. And it lasts for a couple turns. Number of keys. 5 defense. So much defense over many turns, or much defense. Let's go with Amen. Sure. All right, where are we heading? Backwaters.
You notice a strange sight in the distance. A ball of snakes is rolling around the woodland road, scales glittering in the moonlight.
Oh, that's slightly terrifying. Just a ball of snakes. Read a snake defending Zavagor. Disperse snakes with brushwood, walk around the snakes, or ask Nikolai for help. You know what? Just because. We'll see what happens.
Nikolai grins and picks up a large stone. He throws it right at the snake ball. Most of the snakes scatter, but some of the enraged creatures slither your way. Luckily, you find some healing herbs near the overturned stone.
Most actual myths are brutal. Yeah, that's true. I don't know about American myths, though. They're usually pretty meh. They don't have a long enough history to turn brutal, I think. But I like how I asked Nikolai for help and his solution was throwing a rock at the problem. Wow. Those snakes have a lot of health. That does not sound good. Each page you read, you suffer 1 damage. Holy hell. Alright, you backstab that snake. Or backhand. I'm not sure how that poison works exactly. So that's a key. Let's just go with... Well, that would be good next turn. Not going to be useful removing my poison before I get poisoned. Native American ones are. I don't really know any of those. Beat the crap out of you. Wait. No. This one. It's only 1 more point of damage, but every point counts, right? Then wait. Is that... Yeah, okay, I think that's good. Main point of this is really teach people a lesson, so I get why they're brutal. Oh yeah. And usually the lessons are, you know, don't be a dick. Some form of don't be a dick. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so just that. Oh. So if I do that... no, that removes positive. That removes negative. Wait, so maybe I should do this one first. Remove negative. And then defend. And then... You know what? May as well heal. Alright, could you please die? Yeah, that'll kill you. You guys are gonna poison me again like jerks. Alright. Well, I'm gonna poison you. How do you feel about that? No, not the key. That's last. Yeah. And then bop you. And that should do 3 damage to you. Kill you. Right? Yeah. Ah, you're poisoned. Did I get a poison cure? No, I did not. I wonder if I take the damage from the poison as I cast or at the end. Because if it's at the end, I also wonder if I can block it. Because it doesn't say that it bypasses block. Huh. Let's see. Well, you know what? We'll experiment. We'll do that. And then do that. And do more damage. Okay, it's as you cast. And it does go through block. Good to know. And he died. Oh, hell yeah. 3 damage to all enemies? Does not expend word slots of Zavok. Oh. Wait, lock? Remains active for 3 turns and affects other pages. I mean, big AoE damage is good. Free cast if I'm understanding this right. Just free 1 damage. And I don't know what, but like, what does it do? It lasts for 3 turns, but it doesn't. Oh, it affects other pages. Duh. Continue reading, Leah. How does that work? So, like, if I just do that, like, if I cast this one and this one, does that mean this is going to do 3 damage every turn? That sounds OP as shit. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Traveling herbalist. I could buy some herbs. Oh, right. I have to go for the ones that don't have locks on them first. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Near the old gravestones, you see a demon.
Of course I see a
His eyes
demon.
are focused on the sky. It seems that he is in deep thought. He merely sighs when he notices you.
You know what? Hi, demon.
Oh, it's you. I remember you falling into hell.
What a talkative chort.
Well, what's so special about that? Me, I flew out of hell and decided to stay for a while.
You have very droopy boobs.
Help me find an answer to a question, and I'll reward you, witch.
Sure. I am a knower. I
Oh,
know
sure.
things.
Ask away.
I'm searching for an answer. What are the 3 kinds of dates?
You go out on a date with your loved one.
Well, that's one. What are the other 2?
Friendly date, just hanging out with your
What are the
bros.
3 dates? You have one with a loved one, and the second one is?
And yeah, the fruit. Dates are a fruit, right? There's a lot of knowing in that big old witch head of yours. All the knowing. Accessing the knowing is a question, though. I'm gonna go with fruit.
There's an exotic fruit called a date.
Yeah, I remember poison dates killing the poor little monkey in Indiana Jones. They say movies don't teach you anything.
What is the 3rd one?
What are the 3 dates? You guess one, the kind with a loved one, and also the fruit. What's the 3rd one?
The day. Yeah, not time. And not an entrance. Day.
Calendar date.
Okay, that's cute.
It sure seems obvious now. So you are a knower.
I am a knower.
Here
I shall
you
be the
are,
greatest
a
knower.
treasure for your efforts.
God damn, 200 experience and 8 rubles. Just for answering a question.
Well, I guess I have to get back to hell before they miss me.
Well, the gates of hell are that way. I'll see you later.
The demon disappears into flames. You continue on your journey.
Date is the one who tried. No. That's Date. That's Date. Great reference, though, Nick. I can't wait for the sequel to come out. I'm still debating on whether I want to pre-order that or not. Because, like, I'm willing to pay extra. And I'm willing to pay, you know, get the pre-order and all that. And even though I don't care about all the other stuff, you get an Iba figure with it. However, the reason why I don't know if I really want to do it yet or not is because I don't think there's a pre-order for PC. It's only like Switch and consoles. So that means I would have to get a capture card if I wanted to stream it. Yeah. You can see why I'm hesitant about doing it, right? Like, I'm willing to pay money for the pre-order. Which, I don't know why I never bothered to look into even if it's going to be on PC to begin with. Because if there's not going to be a PC release, I may as well pre-order. What game were we talking about? AI, the Somnium Files. It's a silly visual novel. It's great though. I really liked it. Not as good as Danganronpa, but really, really, really close. Like half a point behind. And they're coming out with a sequel in I think February or something. We already got one of you. We'll go with you. Check out the Traveling Herbalist.
You're
herbalist.
not what we consider an average girl, are you? In that case, I'll show you some fine wares. Here, take a look.
Bye. Oh, that is a lot of herbs. Holy shit, they're expensive. I mean, for how good they are. Bless 3 from an herb? 5 defense. Removes 1 harmful status. Removes poison and waste. And removes curse. Actually, curse doesn't seem that bad. It's only 1 less damage. I mean, yeah, damage in this game isn't very high, but still. I have 5 head. Got plenty of... Well, Bless seems to pop up often. Let's see, is there anything I... Move. You know what? We'll take up Cross. Yeah, we'll take a Peter's Cross. And that's fine. That's fine. How do I leave? There. Yep, literally just a Leah equal 5 head.
Like a gloomy skeleton
Sometimes.
of an unknown beast,
Sometimes.
the old remains of a burnt house stand before you.
Sometimes
All
I'm
the
negative
logs
5
are
head.
charred black. Some of them have collapsed and are covered with moss. Only the white stove gleams in the moonlight, still intact, even after the fire.
Sure, let's go in a burning
You
building.
take several steps inside the hut. You suddenly hear a crack, and one of the burnt boards falls on your head.
I don't know what I expected.
It's hard to tell who used to live in this izba. You step inside, and you seem to sense the smell of burnt wood. Stars and pine branches are visible above instead of a roof. Suddenly, you notice a shaggy figure near the furnace.
Well, you know, last time we read a prayer, it worked out well, so let's try it
As
again.
soon as you make a move towards the mysterious figure, it disappears. A ball of baked clay lies where the black spirit once was.
Sweet.
You take it with you.
I got clay. Ooh, 5 on the first turn. Nice. Does that stack? Where's my items? I think it might stack. That's cool. Alright, off we go. Saw those head
You
pats.
see a friendly
Yes.
flame burning in the distance. You come closer, and soon you are standing
Head pats
in
shuffle
front
your
of a lonely
brain.
church. Inside, it is warm.
In a good
and
way.
cozy. It smells of incense and old wooden sculptures. Soon, you hear a calm voice.
So you wandering at night again, Vasilisa. Be careful on the road you travel. It can lead you to places no one can help you out of.
Dude, you sound like those elephant aliens from Mass Effect. Just like no emotion whatsoever.
You read a prayer and rest a bit.
Good, I needed that after I had a log fall on my head. What do you got? Bless. Imperishable. Waste restores health instead of... That's awesome. Nice. Healing is +3. Piety +2. Wait, strengthen status piety. Oh, okay. Bless. Oh, +5 and +3. Oh. That's an item. These are items you... Oh, so like... Waste will just permanently... Wait. Imperishable. What is imperishable 3? Max damage by 77. I don't know what that imperishable 3 means. But limits maximum damage received by 77. Why am I having a hard time understanding what that means? Like, how is it different from the other one? The one block. Reduces your torment from shorts by 1. It's 5 and... No. Wait. There's a symbol. That's an herb. Those count. Those are usable items. That's an equipable item. I think that's what that symbol means. That's an equipable. Okay. Pay attention to your the UI, Leah. I can't afford any of this though. Well, except for that. Yeah. Stop it. What do you want? Oh, hey, hold on. Hold the phone. Sorry. I think a thing. Go on, computer, work. Oh, no, okay. It was just mixing messages. Okay, I'll get to that later. Okay. No. Okay. Sorry, distracted. I need to remember to turn my phone off when I'm streaming. Distracts me. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, deciding not to buy anything because I'm poor. That's what I was doing.
I don't know if I should bless you, Vasilisa.
There's nothing. Yeah, nothing else. Okay. Goodbye. Let's see. Bridge to the Banyas.
There's a rotting bridge over a small river, a
Hey
tributary
there.
of the Kolva. In the moonlight, you discern a strange silhouette on the other side of the bank.
Why are you standing on the log? Wait. On the other side of the bank. No, you're not going to lure me into the river on the rotting bridge. I'm not that dumb.
You circle around. Better not to risk it. The strange silhouette disappears among the trees.
Trying to lure me to my death. I know how you work. Go. Pale. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Hi, Nikolai.
Here at last, and all these demons in these parts, I had never thought.
Evil spirits have always been here, but you won't be able to see them without me.
I mean, you know what? I gotta give the guy credit. I don't believe in demons and stuff. I'm brave. I've seen shit in war. It's terrifying. So I don't believe in demons. And he just accepted it. He's like, oh, I was wrong. Guess there are demons. Cool.
These chorts harm people, but nobody can even see them.
Enemies here as well. No place is safe these days, I guess. I've been thinking, why did the spirit attack me? Someone must have been there before me.
Well, first of all, it was nighttime, and evil is strongest at night. Why did the evil spirit attack Nikolai?
I'm gonna say he didn't ask permission.
Bannock sure love their rituals. You didn't ask to be let in, did you?
No, I didn't. I just walked in.
Demons are terrifying and all. They tend to be, yeah. Except for the stupid sexy demons. Then they're both terrifying and arousing, right? But have you ever heard of people? No, John, you are the demons.
Well, there you have it. The spirit took notice of that right away.
You don't say.
The banya has sunk a little. That's why it got stuck, I think. You're a strong fellow. You open it.
I can do that, sure. But could you put Zagavor or something on me so no one grabs me?
It's me, demons. Yeah, boy. Look
Wait
around
here.
first.
I'll look around first.
There is a door I could click on. And an herb. Yeah. See, it's worth looking around.
Here it is, the old Banya.
And an
The
encyclopedia
things it
entry.
saw during its lifetime.
I like how they actually made the encyclopedia entries useful. Because then you could look at them to get information, to answer questions, and get more experience. I really like that. Cannoli fish is hungry. Wait, cannoli fish? Or am I saying that wrong? Cannelloni fish? Yeah, I think. Sorry, I'm Italian. I saw cannoli. Cannelloni. I know that word. I'm drawing a blank, though. I've heard that word before.
Well, is it time?
Fish is hungry. Oh. I see. Cannelloni. Fish is okay. Oh my god. I thought tube pasta filled with cheese. That sounds. Wait a second. Hold the phone. No, not cannoli. Cannolis are tube pastries, not pastas. Cannelloni. Oh, I know what those are. Okay, I've seen those. Okay. Yeah, no. See, my brain was going cannelloni fish, as in like a fish that is cannelloni, and I was thinking that was like some sort of ethnicity or something, and I was like, oh, so fish is cannelloni. Oh my god.
All right,
let's go
I know
inside.
just the thing. Stand still.
Fish is poor typing, not you. I'm pretty sure it's both. My mind is just wandering all sorts of wrong places. Not like the lewd or evil wrong places. Just nope, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Candle. Wait, did we ask for permission? We need mostly German and Native American. That is an interesting mix.
Let me, kind Bannock, pay a visit to your home. Repeat after me, Kolya.
There's the asking for permission.
Let me host Bannik.
Now, let's think of what to do with this bride of yours. She's been waiting for us, I suppose. That blue light has been shining here, right until we came in.
Well, you get a piano and you make it go ba 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 ba.
Let's summon her and ask some questions.
All right. You are the knower here.
First, let us prepare.
Seems like a bad idea. Hold on. Rituals are important. I'll make sure we do this right. Let's see. People wash themselves. Yuletide gatherings. Childbirth left the filth of the original sin. Well, that sounds terrible. Bannock's rituals correctly there. Okay. No, nothing about rituals here. Peasants often gave birth to children in banyas, so there was always a risk of a devil replacing their baby with an aspirin log or a broom. You know what? Points for creativity. Replacing their baby with a broom or a log. I'm not seeing anything about rituals though. Misfortune for getting to cross himself. Sick child thrown across the threshold. A sick child needs to be thrown across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits who were lured there by the killing of a rooster during its construction. Oh my god, these rituals are fucking insane. Just yeet the baby. I mean, yeah, it's an easy ritual. It's not that difficult to eat babies, but damn. You know what? Let's draw a
Draw a
circle.
circle to be safe. I don't think your bride is evil, though.
Yeah, that's a good
Better
idea.
safe than sorry, Vasa.
You can tie a rope on the kid. Just like a grappling hook baby. I don't know about the grip strength, though. Then again, babies do have a really strong grip strength for how small they are. Think if oh. Fishing rod baby. Gotcha. You know what? Let's just
In order
stoke
for
the
the
fire.
Bannock to know we're here, let's heat up the stove. And that stone that you took, put it back.
It's better if you do it. I sort of forgot how when serving in the army.
You forget how to stoke a stove. You stoke it.
Really?
You
Very
poke
well.
it.
After that, we'll step into the circle. I'll read a special spell, and just like that, she should appear.
Vasa, you are a knower, no doubt about it.
I feel like I did it in the right order. And that's
Well,
it.
Let's get to work.
Hopefully. Okay, draw the circle. Lies, it's a pass the curse to you thing, I bet. but we're We're in the alchemist circle. We'll be safe, right? Stoke the fire. And then go in the circle. Go in there, or in the circle.
Well, is it time?
I think so.
Yes, it is, Kola. As soon as I start reading, the demon will appear.
Kind of surprised the demon didn't appear already. Don't step over the line.
If you step out of the circle, she'll strangle you.
All right, I get it. I'll stand still.
He's a military dude. I'm sure he knows how to stand his ground.
Here we go.
Very well trained, right?
Bannock, my hostess, let us wash in steam.
There. Aren't you cute? Look at her wave. She's so happy.
Don't run. Hear me out.
She's such a cutie.
Jesus and his troops!
Don't move. Let me talk with this Bannock.
Wait. I'm not a demon. I'm an ordinary girl.
I hate to tell you, lady, but you're kind of a demon. You got burning red hands and stuff. They don't look as hairy as he was saying, though.
An ordinary girl, you say?
She's not that bad looking. No, she's pretty damn cute for a demon. Bet you she gives the warmest hugs, though.
Bannock says that she's but an ordinary girl. Is it a demonic trick? What is she then?
75 and 37. Let's see. Consult the book. The book. The book. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. First or third, drunk. Suffocate, burning. Vanya's caught fire. Childbirth. Childbirth. I feel like it has something to do with the childbirth thing. During an often cruel Yuletide games, none of the men stood up for a girl. She was considered to be almost the same as an old maid in premarital hierarchy. That's why she wants to be married. She was bullied. Aw, poor thing. Changeling.
If you're not a demon, you must be a changeling.
Yes. You're truly a knower.
Well, that's why she's so cute for a demon. She isn't a demon.
Well, it is as I said. I've been living in the world of demons for a long, long time. 18 years. I've grown to resemble them.
Cool, she's legal too.
I was still a child and came to wash with my mother. I did something wrong. I can't remember what, but my mother said, "Devil take you."
City fucking mother. Holy hell.
And so, an Abdericha took me.
Lives beneath the benches. Can skin a human alive. The name, which literally means female skinner. Oh, yep, that's brutal.
Help me, Vasilisa. You're my only hope.
Where have you been all this time?
We wandered the Banyas. I got sent where the stove was hot. Such was my life. Now we live in this old one.
Do you know anything about Aspen demons?
No, I don't. But I can ask the Abdericha.
So how can we help?
Bring you back.
I mean, I think she's a little far gone. She's been living in the demon world for 18 years.
To escape her, I need to get closer to the mortal world. Bring me a good belt and a cross, the kind that's worn on the skin, and find me a name. Then the Abdiricha will have to marry me to someone. You, young fellow, don't you let me down.
Well, that explains why she wanted to marry him.
I will help. I promise you my word.
Alright, so what about this
What
cross?
kind of cross do you need?
Just any cross won't do. I've been living with evil spirits for too long. I need one that's been worn by a demon.
Dude, what kind of demon would wear a cross?
Well, that's a puzzle. Where can we find a God-fearing chort?
Oh, I don't know. Your friend is a knower. You'll think of something.
Cool. We need to find a God-fearing chort and steal their jewelry. That seems legit.
Where can we find the belt?
I need a special belt as well. It has to be woven by a skilled witch.
Oh, well, that's easy. I just gotta go home and weave a belt. I can do that. I know basic weaving things.
We can give you the name right away.
No, that won't do.
You have to find her real name?
The name has to be one from Sviatsi and
Spiritual
given by
book.
a priest.
Salted to demon child. Okay. Lots of holy stuff. Well, we know where the Abbey guy's at.
All right, we'll help you. It's wrong to abandon a Christian soul. Besides, you already have a groom.
Of course we'll help.
Thank you. Bring me a cross worn by a demon, a name, and a belt crafted by a witch. I think I hear the roosters.
Doo-doo.
I need to go. Come back again with the gifts. I'll be waiting
Okay.
until we see you again.
The demon crawls back under the bench and disappears into black flame. You return to old Yegor's house and think about what to do next.
Well, 2 of those should be easy. We can just weave our own little thing, own little belt, because we're a skilled witch, right? We could just go talk to the priest for a name.
A human name.
The cross, though, that's questionable. Stretch.
Then she hid under the bench.
What a job you have. Worse than fighting the Turks.
This is our destiny. A changeling, that bride of yours.
What's a changeling?
Excuse me, arm. Why are you up? I have my leap motion upside down so you don't do that. What are you registering?
The Bath spirit must have switched her at birth, I imagine. Now, Vasilisa, can you guess how shall we lift the Aspen seal?
What demon is necessary for the book to open the Aspen seal?
Leah was tired. You said stretch, so it did. Oh, shit. I didn't know I had voice activated technology. That's awesome. Oh, let's see. Logs, changeling chart, and search in the forest. Wasn't there something about logs? I'm pretty sure it said something about logs. Or the changeling chart themselves. I'm gonna go with logs.
Bannock is likely to have some magic firewood in her den.
I was wrong. At least now I know what happens if you get it wrong.
I'll use them right there, in the den. I'll find a way.
It may have the logs, true, but the book needs cursed souls. The changeling is what we need for the seal.
All right. Fair enough. Now we know we need souls. I don't know why I didn't think, of course we need souls for cursed books and
The
stuff.
changeling from the ethereal world. These infants don't grow up, as you know. The question is, should we waste our time on the bride's requests if we ourselves can find this changeling?
I mean, isn't she the changeling? So if we help her out, she'll help us out, right?
We can't abandon a Christian soul to evil spirits.
If I were you, I'd think whether I should take a demon for a wife.
She's not a demon, though. She's a changeling. We established this, didn't we? Also, what's wrong with the demon waifu?
Only a devil will marry a soldier like me.
I like this guy.
We haven't heard of such a child up until now. This means that the parents keep it secret.
Right. The demon might have gobbled up her parents. Without the demon bride, we won't find it.
You'll help me then?
We will. But what should we start with? Huh? What was it she asked for?
Let's go with the belt.
Belt woven by a witch.
I think that would be the easiest one.
This is not as simple as it seems. You are a knower, yes, but not powerful enough to weave a belt like that. It also takes a lot of time.
Oh, I need to be higher level.
I know this witch, Kapitalina Ivanovna. People call her the Spinner.
I am not going to try to pronounce that name. My throat is not experienced enough to pronounce that. We're just going to call you Cappy.
But she's not an easy woman to deal with. We'd better go together.
What about the other ones?
The other requests first.
What about the
The
name?
name out of the Sviatse.
Well, that's simple. Go to the priest and he'll give you a name from the Sviatse, if you can convince him to. That is.
Let's look
Right,
into
that
the
does
other
seem
requests
simple.
first.
Now, what about this
Cross
cross?
worn by a demon. Is such a thing possible?
Everything is possible, Vasilisa, if you think about it. I heard that an Ikotnitsa appeared in Yenidor recently. Go there and take her cross.
Okay. That one's simple
Let's look
too.
into the other requests first.
All right, you know what? Let's start with the simplest one first. Let's start with, well, what might be the simplest one. Let's go with a
Out
name.
of the Sviatse.
Well, that's simple. Go to.
Let's start with
I
a
would
name.
like to get a name for the girl.
Well, go to Vilgurt. You'll find a priest there. Kolya, you should go too.
It's decided then.
Perfect.
What
All right,
was
what do you
that
have
with
to
the
say
stove?
for yourself?
As if I'd believe that you forgot how to kindle it. And then you got a bit too scared when the demon girl grabbed you with the fire.
It is as you say, Vaisa. It's not about the stove.
Are you afraid of fire?
I don't know what's wrong with me. There was this one incident. Since then, I'm not myself when I see any fire.
You know what? That's fair enough. Fire could be traumatic, I suppose.
I'm scared of it something awful. That's exactly the reason why the lads dared me to go to the Banya. They heard the rumors and wanted to have a bit of fun at my expense.
Not gonna lie, the lads kind of sound like dicks.
Only I'm not one to give up so easily.
But why? What's wrong with fire?
He fears commitment. You know? Pretty brave of him. Don't tell his future bride. Pretty damn brave of him to accept marrying her so quickly if he's afraid of commitment. He's like, I'm fucking scared, but I am going to marry you anyways.
Oh, it's a long story.
There's a lot of long stories. Tell
About
me
the
it.
Fire. Would it take very long to tell the story?
Maybe not that long. Anyway, don't be such a bath broom.
The hell is a bath broom? Fears death more? Could be. Then again, he's a soldier. Soldiers tend to be all I've been on the battlefield and I've seen so much death, I no longer fear it.
I'll tell you some other time. Don't you have anything else to do?
No, not really.
So how did you end up a soldier?
The draft.
Well, they took me as a recruit.
See, told ya.
You were just a kid then and don't remember much about it, I gather. Old Yegor just took you in after your parents.
Well, when you went into the service, was it by your own choice?
Aye, by choice.
Oh,
To
no.
be honest, some other lad drew the lot, but we have a large family, and I'm a hot-headed guy.
Right, and a fine one.
I no longer fear death. Still take cover, shake my head. Hey, you know, just because you don't fear death doesn't mean you're dumb. Cover gives you a whole like what? +4 to your armor class? Something like that?
Quite right. It was my decision. I made my way to my field regiment, and they sent us to fight the Turks.
Did they give you your cross there?
Or it doesn't make you want to die? True, those are very different things. Not being afraid of death and wanting to die are two different things.
Aye, that's a different story.
Hi.
I'll tell it later.
Hi, everybody. Just get waving to y'all. Hello. Stop it. Fucking leap motion, man.
Do you plan to marry that girl or not?
Let's help her first, won't we? She must be a strong girl to pull through that sort of thing. Maybe God sent her.
A demon? Sent by God?
Looks more like you were fondling his elbow. No, I wasn't fondling his elbow. That's what it's supposed to look like. I was just trying to pickpocket him. Get some of that nice, that nice koosh that he has. Because he ain't smoking tobacco for how chill he is. What kind of odd stuff are you into? I mean, let's not go there. I don't know if y'all are ready for that.
Well, she said she was a changeling, didn't she? The girls of my age are all married. Who would marry an old soldier anyway?
You don't seem that old, bro.
Only a demon.
Man, have some self-respect. I could play cards? Okay, first we're gonna pester. You committed your first sin. They say that the fate of the Khuldoon and witch is to burn in the eternal flames with no chance for absolution. Some events, the game is yours to decide. Your sin counter will change according to your decisions. Affects your choice of replies as well as possible game endings. They say each person has an angel on their right and a devil on their left. But to whom you turn your... Okay. Take the reward. Take the reward. Oh shit, there was actually... Swarm of rats eats all the stored goods to a peasant's family. Take the reward. I wish I read the other two. I didn't notice. Suspecting his father and sleeping with his wife, the peasant casts him out, forcing him to live in poverty. Jesus Christ. I don't like these. All the odd stuff. Not all the odd stuff. Let's see. Call a hailstorm. Get rid of spirit. How spirit lives under the hearth. That actually sounds like a good thing. Why is it +4 sins? Scare the peasants in their goblets. Plant a hernia. Oh my god. Blind again. Possess an demon known to... Oh, possess as an Ikothka. Wait. Actually wouldn't be too bad if I didn't send him out. It's only 2 sins to keep him around. What is Status ward. Is that my defense thing? Oh my god. -4 health. Less damage, less defense. Wait, hold on. Encyclopedia. No. Not that kind of encyclopedia. I want a game encyclopedia. Did I get a skill point? I did. Okay. Give me that. Wait. Chance of your cohort completing the job well reduced by 50%. Reduces the sin that your cards bring. Oh. I see. So, I want to fail if I want to be a good girl. I want to send them out the jobs that they don't like, so that way they fail. Oh. And then I have a path here. I can make it harder for them and get less sin. Or I can make it easier and get more sin and more rewards. Oh. Okay. Okay. Fire, hunger, animals, strife. So now I need to figure out what the opposites are. So if I wanted to succeed, I would send him there. But I don't. Torture the torturers. Yes. You want to be dicks? Here. Go be a dick in a way you don't want to be. Okay, figuring out the opposites is going to be a little difficult. Weather. Actually, that might work. Call a hailstorm, but he likes fire, so that might work. Go. All right. Hunger, hunger, hunger. That is 3 calamities. Animals and strife. Hunger. Opposites. Stupid thing stops. Maybe that one. Scare the peasants. Fire. Calamity. You know what? We'll try that one. And then fire or calamity for strife. Calamity sounds kind of universal. Let's try that. All right, now let's play cards. Witching Dunk. How's this work? First game of Durak. Use up all your cards. Last person left with cards in their hand is the loser. The Fool or Durak. Take turns attacking the player next to them with 1 or more cards. Attack Nikolai with the 6 of hearts. Like the idea of an argument for your soul. So you control demons and you make them do bad things. But yeah, they didn't like it. Yeah. There's a lot more to this game than I was expecting. There, I asked you with this. I attacked you with the 6. He beat your card with his king. Okay. That doesn't. So they have 6 in their hands. It starts with the first attack. Draw. Ace. No. What? And? Ah. 8 of clubs. To defend from this card and put it in the discard, you need to play a card of the same suit, but 1 higher in rank. Okay. Start your next attack. Play the 7 of diamonds. I wish they would tell me why I'm playing the 7 of diamonds. You may launch a new attack with a card of that rank that has already been played. Oh, so if it's 1 higher, that stops the period. Okay. Why is it only spades, though? I'm not sure. Let's try another 7. I take. You take, so you're just going to take the damage, I guess? Oh, you take the cards. Because you didn't have a 7 or a 10. Oh. I get it. I get it. Okay. Trump suit is stronger than other suits. Can be all other cards. Even those of the different suit, and even those are a higher rank. For instance, a Trump 10 will even beat a king. Okay. Yeah, I know how, I understand how trump cards work. Lowest ranking trump card on his hand goes first. Okay. Sucks that the trump is an A. I thought spades would be the trump. Isn't that how it works? Maybe it works differently in this game. So wait. I don't know. We'll see. You know what? Take that. Oh, see? Yep. He used a trump to block my king. Beat that. I would like some background music while we're playing cards. That would be nice. Apparently I always go first. Probably because of that Trump 10. Bing doo 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 doo. Doo doo doo. Thank you, fish. You are an excellent minstrel. Take that. Oh shit. No. Stop it. Ha! Hi, Jude. Thank you. Head pats. And a deep gulp of water. We're playing cards. All right. I keep oh right, because I have the lowest trump card in my hand. Let's go with that. Get rid of it because it's low. Throw out the 10. You throw out the king. And they just get discarded. Now it's your turn. How come you threw out 2 cards? Because you have doubles. So I could throw out 2 aces. If I was attacking. Leah laugh and spirit laugh combine. Are you saying I have an evil cackle? Let's see. I can block the king with my ace. And it's 1 up. Okay. I'll block. I don't know why you're 2 ahead like that. That's weird. You're a dick. You're making me spend all... Wait, I want to get rid of all my cards. Right? I think. Did I say anything about a cackle or evil? Okay, you know what? I walked into that one. Fair enough. Oh. Let's... Ha! I could throw 2 out. Fuck you. And you just counter. Fine. Stop it. Stop it. It's rude. Wait. Take. Well, what if I just end? Oh. Fine, I'll take them. Stop getting doubles, you cheater. I don't quite understand how this works. Oh god, I gotta take them again. Well, that sucks. This is not going well. It was starting off so great. And now I can't do anything. All these cards and I can't do anything at all. Nikolai. Be a dick, man. Alright. Let's see. I block with that. It's 1 up. And that just, yeah. Goal is not really to empty your hand, it's to have less in your discard. Yeah, it was to empty your hand. And you can't empty your hand until all the cards of the deck are gone. I see how it works. I just got to get good at it. You know what? It's easier to understand than like Gwent or Caravan. Does anybody know how Caravan works? I don't think so. I think people just say they do. Book. Let's see. Give me a luck. See how that works. And what else did I get? Give me another kitty. Give me, you know, I really like these wastes. I also like the Killas. Maybe I should get more Killas and get rid of the Urzakis. Or Aussies. I also like waist, though. How many waists do I have? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm still nowhere near maximum. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should take another healing, though. There. That helps. Alright, alright. What do you got, visitors?
Vasilisa, listen. Thank you for your help with the Banya.
You're welcome.
Don't thank me yet. We still need to free the girl.
It's just that I wouldn't be able to go at all if it weren't for you. Here, I want to give you this. Here, take it.
Deck of cards. +1 Eloquence Black on battle start. I wish I knew what that did. Well, a first effect of black words for 1. Well, let's drop you. There. Now I wonder, does it add well-versed to black words? Or is it only added to if they already have it? That is the question. I mean, I got plenty of them anyways.
What's that? A deck of playing cards or something?
Sure is. Been saving them for some time. They are antique, but first class. I'll teach you to play if you wish.
You already stomped me, bro.
They say the devil himself is not averse to a good game of Durak.
No, you already stomped me. We don't need to do that again. Oh, hi there. Welcome back.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house.
Oh, you're a different demon. Your model looked the same, though, as the other guy.
I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
I feel like this is a trap. Oh, that's a quest. Sorry, I've been quiet. I've been playing Girls Frontline and doesn't really give me long enough breaks to reply since I'm trying to rush it a touch. It's so fine, Jude. You're allowed to enjoy yourself however you want. Man, you play so many gacha games. Do you know how much willpower you must have to not be broke as hell? Either that or you're secretly like a rich asshole. And you just wail on everything. But that doesn't seem like you. You actually enjoy grinding. So... I just know how to spend my money. Uh-huh. That sounds like something a rich asshole would say. I know how to spend my money. I don't buy Starbucks and avocado toast. I got my eye on you, Jude. That's a good place to stop. It's 10 o'clock, and I think I deserve a short stream. So, Starbucks is across town and I don't drink coffee. Why would I even go there? Hey, you might get apple cider. They have a pretty good apple cider. Or hot chocolate. I mean, people think I have money too, and I don't. I'm never late on my bills or anything. You're welcome, fish. Let's see, how do I exit this game? Oh, right, the exit button that I almost hit like 4 times. Wait, I should save. That's a good idea. Okay, save and then exit. Last hot cocoa I had tasted like sugar water. That's weird because their hot cocoa is literally just chocolate and milk. That's it. Starbucks' ass. You know, I'm convinced. Like, okay. First of all, their normal coffee, yes, is ass. Won't deny that. But their stuff, the stuff, the like the lattes and stuff, those are good. And I'm convinced that people that say Starbucks is ass just have a shitty Starbucks. Everything too sweet and the coffee is burn acid crap. Like I said, I agree the coffee itself is crap. And you know what? No, that's fair. That's fair. It is really sweet. Their lattes and everything are very sweet. So you know what? No, I'll give you that one. If you don't like sweet things, you won't like Starbucks. Super sweet things. You know what? I think we should return the favor. What do you guys think? Like when I bake things, I cut back on the sugar. Understandable. To each their own. Also rather expensive considering we have Tim Hortons in Canada. Well, you guys are lucky. You have the famous Tim Hortons. We don't have that here. So we got to deal with what we're handed. And compared to like Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, and shit like that, and gas station coffee, you know, compared, if you look at what we have to choose from, Starbucks is pretty good. And not everyone has like little small business, family owned coffee places. Let's see. You know what? What are you doing? Oh, fucking ads. I'm really tired of seeing that Adobe ad on Twitch, though. I'd like for that to get switched out. You know what? Yeah, I haven't rated this person in a long time. I changed my mind. I like Ellie. She's cool. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Stretch, yawn, all the good stuff. All right, y'all. Thank you. Good stream. You know what? It was a very comfy stream. At least it was on my end. But thanks guys for keeping me comfy with the comfiness. And I gotta go check on my logo commission. He got back to me. So y'all take care, have fun, and don't die.